All down the church then wreathed in fire, the hellish monster flew, and passing onward to the choir, he many people slew. That short verse is the most commonly heard account of the night of the 4th of August, 1577, where in a small English town it is said that a creature of shadow and flame tore through the aisles of a church, killing as it went, before, opinion differs on this part, either it left of its own accord, sprinting off into the night, or simply vanished before the eyes of the churchgoers. It was said that the creature was a gigantic hound, over 9 feet tall, with 3 legs and a single glowing red eye. A creature said to be the manifestation of Satan himself. However, as this all happened in the 16th century, precise records weren't kept, and it is impossible to know whether or not there is in fact any truth to the story at all. Although the church does have scratch and scorch marks that are genuine, and have been recorded as being there since the incident. If you were to go there, you could see them for yourself. They named this demon Black Shuck. Since 1577, there have been hundreds of accounts of attacks by Shuck, most recent of which was the story of a young family in East Anglia. It was night, and the father, when looking out of the window, spied a single red light in the distance, coming towards the house at great speed. And at the same time, he heard what he believed to be wolves howling and gnashing. He immediately went outside to get a better look at the orb, but within a few seconds his heart sank, and he rushed back inside, as he knew then what came at them. A great hound, larger than he had ever seen, with only 3 legs, moving at a speed that didn't seem physically possible for a creature of its size. He quickly locked the door and called to his family, who were at that time preparing to turn in for the night. He quickly gathered them and had them push what they could against the doors and windows. Approximately 2 minutes later, Shuck arrived, the beast banging against the wooden door. The man and his family pushing the various objects they had lumped together as a makeshift defense in defiance. This match continued for about a minute, then suddenly stopped. The man could still hear the demon's heavy breathing. He moved from his post and looked out the window, only to be greeted by the monstrous image of Shuck. It spotted him, and with a loud snarl and a roar, was instantly engulfed in flame, with a heat said to be so intense that inside the house several of the defense objects caught light. The creature then resumed its campaign of scratching and slamming into the door. This lasted for 7 more brutal hours before the dawn's early light began to break from the surrounding hills. Before the dawn's early light began to break from the hills surrounding the little farmhouse. As the creature's onslaught began to wane, the father looked out to see the sun's rays burning Shuck. Wherever the light touched it, the skin would crispen and warp. The hound let out a howl of pain before disappearing in a cloud of black dust. This is not the only recent tale of Shuck. He is still out there. So if you ever see a glowing red eye, know that you cannot run, nor hide. Just get inside, barricade the door, and hope you last the night.